Have you heard the story of the silent stalker? There's a myth of a terrifying creature that lives in the woods of West Virginia. One summer day, an innocent boy by the name of Eli was hiking with his ugly family, deep in the forests of the mountain state. While his father was distracted by a pair of lumptious breasts, the little boy wandered off trail to explore a weird sound he'd been hearing. After a while, Eli realized he had strayed too far from the path, his vision slowly becoming obscured by the setting sun. The familiar landmarks were swallowed by the encroaching darkness, and the once friendly trees now stood like silent sentinels, watching his every fucking move. Panic gripped him, and he ran, the crunch of leaves underfoot the only sound in the eerie stillness. The lost boy frantically cried out for his father, but unfortunately, something far worse answered his call. That's when he felt it, a presence just beyond the reach of his senses. It was as if the very air around him whispered warnings of a lurking menace. The silent stalker was near, its breath a cold caress against his neck. Eli darted through the underbrush, his breath coming in ragged gasps. Every shadow seemed to move, every tree appeared to bend towards him with sinister intent. He could almost hear the soft, deliberate footsteps of the creature, always behind, always just out of sight. Hours passed, or perhaps it was minutes. It was impossible to tell in the timeless dark. Finally, as the first light of dawn filtered through the canopy, Eli stumbled upon a clearing, and there, in the center, stood a giant, ancient oak, its branches reaching up to the heavens. With the last of his strength, Eli climbed, higher and higher until the forest lay spread beneath him like a dark, slumbering ocean. As the sun rose, the shadows retreated, and the silent stalker vanished like a nightmare at daybreak. In the morning, the boy found his family doing it Sweet Home Alabama style in the back of their RV. Eli never recovered from what he saw that night, but his family saw the change in his eyes. They knew he had encountered the silent stalker and lived to see the dawn. As he grew up and the years passed, the boy made a name for himself telling this story. You may have heard of him. That boy is Whoopi Goldberg,